Hi guys, it's Avery and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome to my channel. It feels so good to be filming today because it has been a very long time since I have set up a journal video and gotten to just chat with you guys. Here I have my relationship journal and I'm so excited to flip through this with you guys. I actually have two of these. These are what I gifted Nick on our wedding day. I have been making this journal since the beginning of our relationship, when I knew that we would be getting married. When I knew that he was the one, I wanted to start a journal and just document every moment we had together. And then I have another journal starting from our engagement to our wedding day. And then I want to do a journal with me process video as I create our wedding journal. So starting with this one today, this is the first journal. This is year 1, 2018 to 2019 of us dating, and I actually left out a photo here, and I kind of think it's funny because I gifted it to him and everything, and I just for the whole time forgot to get the photo that went here. But I don't know. It's kind of fine being blank, but I really just did pen and paper throughout this whole journal because I knew that it would be an ongoing process over a long period, and I kind of didn't want to use a lot of different materials and art supplies and different forms of art because I knew that I would be moving, that I would have different supplies, that I would run out of supplies, that my style would change. So I didn't want it to be all over the place. I wanted it to be as consistent as possible over the span of years. And so I really just chose to go pen, paper, marker, stamps, and then of course my washi tape. And I tried to write as close to the date of the photos as possible, but it's kind of hard to keep up with journals like that. What I would really do is I have this app called, oh gosh, what's it called? Oh, so we were long distance, if you didn't know. And so for honestly, our whole entire relationship until after we were engaged, we lived in different states. I had this photo app where it's called Free Prints. It's an app, and then every month and this is not an ad, like I just genuinely love this app. Every month you can order 80 free prints, and all you do is pay for shipping. And so that's been like amazing. These are just like compliments I wrote him. And anyway, so I would at the end of a month, I'd order my photos, and then I'd sit down and document it all. Sometimes I'd go 2 months, and then I'd have to do a whole bunch more, but I really was able to stay as consistent in this journal. And sometimes I wrote quotes, sometimes I wrote something about what the pictures were, a date, sometimes I would just write something I loved about him, sometimes I would write, I don't know, compliments, or this one says thank you because he was there for me throughout my wreck. Even the leaves fall for you, so a quote here. These are actually Nick's quotes, so he has a bunch of weird things that he says, so I just wrote them all here because it was kind of a joke. And yeah, so I've really appreciated having this journal as a way for us to kind of have our memories and look back on. I love normal photo books that you can order, and I've been going back and forth on doing that for our wedding or actually creating a journal or a scrapbook thing. I think these are just so much more personal, and I think it's really special as a gift. I mean, it's hey, I created this. Okay, so some of these I ran out of glue, or I didn't have them with me because when I moved, supplies were kind of crazy, but I hadn't even moved here yet. But yeah, so some things just aren't really stuck in here very well. But anyway. This one says, can I just say I'm super thankful we share a lot of the same interests. And I started talking about that here because we went to my last college football game ever, and I don't really care for sports, and he's not the biggest sports person either, and I really appreciate that we can appreciate the same things. Sometimes what I love to do is post display the pretty pictures and then have a tab to open it to the behind the scenes. So here we went to a lights festival, and it was super muddy, and my boots got so muddy, and he came home and started cleaning my boots with my stepdad, and I thought that was really cute, so had to include that, of course. And something we just really enjoy doing together is taking photos. A lot of people are like, oh my gosh, like how do y'all have so many photos? But that's like just something we love to do together. It's like, time we can spend together. So it's not like, I know like most people probably don't take as many as we do, but that's just what we love to do. So that's why I'm able to fill so much. But even if you don't have as many photos, you can fill it with just a bunch of different things, like reasons you love them and the letters that y'all write each other. And some things that I love to do is like if he sent me a really cute text because we were long distance, I document that. Our FaceTimes, screenshots of things, like anything that reminds you of them. It doesn't have to just be like photos of y'all together. You're able to fill a relationship journal and with everything. But to be able to document your timeline, I think is super special. And to create it by hand and to be able to write words, so it's kind of like a diary. So, 20, 30, 50 years, you'll be able to look back and be able to tell how you were feeling in that moment. I ended this journal with, I knew it was coming, but I wasn't prepared for just how perfect it was. And on to the next chapter. And that's like me talking about the proposal, and that starts the next journal. So yeah, that will be the next video. Stay tuned for that in a week. I really hope you guys enjoyed this quick little flip through of me flipping through my relationship journal. I didn't go into too much detail because this is our personal lives, and as you can see, it's all just like my personal writings to him. So I didn't want to go into too much detail, but just explain my process and why I love doing these. If you've been following me, then you know I love creating journals for people, and so creating a journal for your loved one is just super special, especially as a wedding gift. He had no idea it was coming. Of course, towards the end I was getting excited, and I'd be like, yeah, I have a gift for you, I've been working on it, so he could kind of have a hunch because I'm a journaler. But yeah, so in 1 week you will see the journal flip through of our engagement. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and sticking with me through this crazy change in my life. And I'm so excited to be back. And I will see you guys in my next video.